What is up, everybody? And thank you for coming back to my channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at where property prices have moved from last month. We are going to be focusing on the region of Peel. So we're going to be taking a look at what happened in Brampton, Mississauga, and Caledon. Stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to give my views on which market seems to have the best value for money when it comes to home prices. So obviously, the further outside of the GTA you go, home prices are lower. But there are areas where it's very accessible for you to get in and out of the city and yet have a home that has some value compared to other cities that sell similar homes. If you haven't seen any of my videos, I go over month statistics. We go over the dominant dwelling types so that you're actually able to compare which dwelling type, which areas have actually seen the greatest increase or decrease, depending on what's happened in the market. Now, if you've seen my GTA report, which basically is just talking about in general what has happened in the market when it comes to the Canadian economy and what we might be able to see, I'm pretty much thinking that we have flattened out. We are reaching the bottom end of the market. I'm not sure exactly because no one can predict the bottom of the market, but it kind of is pointing towards that unless there is some additional information that we see that is going to be very negative for the Canadian economy. But as interest rates are coming down, provided there is some affordability and people are not crunched like they have been for the past few years, you will start seeing activity. You will start seeing buyers come into the market. First-time home buyers predominantly will be coming in and trying to take advantage of lower prices as rates come down and hopefully take advantage of an upswing in the market and create more equity in their homes. So without further ado, let's get into these three markets and get a better idea of what has actually happened. So let's start off with Brampton, Ontario, and we're going to look at three segments that are the dominant market segments. We've got detached market at 52%, townhomes at 14%, and semi-detached at 17%. So let's take a look first at median prices. Here we've got the median price of all property types, $947,500. Last month we were actually at $940,000. Let's take a look at what detached market segment had done. $1,095,000 was the median price. Last month we were actually at 1.108, so just a small drop in the detached market segment there. Detached market segment, you're looking at 231 units sold, 792 are active listings, and last month we were 277 were sold, of which 947 were active listings. Semi-detached as the next largest segment is 895,000 is the median price. Last month we were sitting actually at 871,500. So you can see price point there has gone up. Let's take a look at the actual number of units sold. Again, here you're going to see 54 units were sold, of which 180 are active. Last month, 83 units sold, 188 were active. Again, still nice to see a little bit of a decline there. Townhomes in Brampton, $820,000. Last month, we were sitting at $850,000. So you're seeing a $30,000 decline. But let's see the number of units. And in townhomes, you've got 53 units sold, 218 were active listings. Last month, 69 sold, 232 active listings. Still a nice little drop there to keep home prices stable in price in general. Let's take a look at what happened in Mississauga. Mississauga has four dominant sectors: detached at 32, condos at 33%, townhomes at 17, and semi-detached at 12%. So in Mississauga, you've got median price now of $910,000 across all property types. Last month, $950,000. So a decline of $40,000. Let's take a look at the activity here. You've got 441 listings were sold, active listings 1,986. And last month we were 600 were sold, 2,219 listings were active. So you can see a decline in the active listings, which is still a good sign. The detached market segment, 1.350 in Mississauga last month. we were sitting at 1.310. So you're seeing an increase of $40,000 there. Let's take a look at the inventory, and the inventory shows 141 units sold, 687 were active listings. Last month, we were 219 sold, and 779 were active listings. So you can see a decrease in the active listing inventory, which is a good sign. Again, prices to stay up. Semi-detached, now we're at $960,000. Last month we were sitting at 979,000, so a $20,000 decrease. The inventory again for semi-detached, 67 units sold, 137 are active. 89 sold the month prior, of which 165 were active. Townhomes in Mississauga, we've got 945,000. Last month we were sitting at 935,000, so we're up about $10,000. Small sample size, as you can see, only 13 sold, of which 53 are active. Last month we had 32 sold, of which 57 were active. And lastly, condo apartments, which everyone's got their eyes peeled on. 587,500 is this month's median price. Last month we were at 555,000, so we're seeing an increase there. Let's see what kind of inventory has been shifted. We've got 127 units, 773 active listings last month, 162, and we had 817 active listings. So a little bit of decrease there. And it's also nice to see a little bit more activity in the condo market. This is also going to be, where you have people that have had new condos, and those new purchases that they've also purchased are trying to offload higher prices. So you're seeing some condo activity in Mississauga, considering that in Mississauga, condos represents the most dominant property type segment in the city. So it's very important to see this activity take place, and hopefully they continue to go through and absorb this inventory. So let's move on into Caledon, Ontario, and we've got detached as the dominant property type, followed by townhomes. So we'll look at these two. We've got a $1.257 million median price versus last month's 1.235. So we're up about 20,000 bucks there. But let's see which segment has seen the most significant increase. And what we've got now is 1.379 million detached median price. Last month we were sitting at 1.335. So you're seeing roughly a $45,000 increase in detached home prices. Let's see the inventory activity. And we've got here 53 units were sold, active listings 287. Last month, 74 were sold and 329 were active. So you can see the actual amount of units sold are down, and the inventory also, active listings are down in detached home market. Townhomes in Caledon, 935,000. Last month's numbers, 935 exact. So they're pretty much flat. Let's take a look at the inventory here. 11 units sold, small sample size, 35 active listings. 11 sold the month prior at 38 active listings. So there you have it. These are the numbers for Brampton, Mississauga, and Caledon. And one of the things that I wanted to point out to you guys is that Caledon's market is actually something that you should be looking at, especially if you're looking for a newer built home. There is some value out there, considering if you look at Brampton's home prices, Mississauga's home prices, and if you even go all the way out to say, Vaughan, those new development areas that have a 40-foot lot, 38-foot lot home, 25 to 3,000 square foot, there is still a $200,000 difference, depending on which city, obviously, but there is some value there. Now, what I've noticed is that many agents who are listing homes, again, taking people's listings just to say that this is what they can, promise to get you. But what they're not realizing is that they are not doing you any justice by putting your home at a higher price only to either have zero activity, or you're going to have to be able to lower that price to a point that you were not expecting. So it's not always about just getting the price that you want when an agent says that they can get you that, because they've now bound you to a contract with a holdover. So definitely pay attention to that, and make sure that you actually understand the numbers yourself. These videos that I make are for you. This information is all for free. My consultation is also for free. So if you want to be able to get a little bit more of an idea as to what your home might be worth or whatever you're buying, and you want to know, does this even make sense? If you just let me know which area you're looking at, and I can give you a general idea as to what that price is. If you've got questions about real estate, I'll be more than happy to assist you. Book a call via my Calendly link and we can go over mortgages and real estate, all hassle free. I hope you enjoyed the content that I provided today. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video with somebody that is on their own real estate journey and can benefit from the content that I provided. Again, just to make sure that you do see the difference, this is month over month content versus something that we're looking at for last year. It's good to look at what happened last year to just see what direction things are moving into, seeing how much equity maybe you have gained, seeing how much equity has actually eroded since maybe you have purchased your home and saw your home at a certain peak price. So until then, stay savvy, stay informed, stay knowledgeable. May your investments flourish and your dreams of home ownership become a reality. And we'll catch you on the next one. So these are the numbers for the GTA.